Good afternoon, peeps. On today's video, I'm taking a straight, no notes, no pre-planning on my thoughts of how I think our school system is high-key a prison system and that it is producing workers and not actual human beings to live life. So on today's soapbox, I'm going to talk about how we are underfunded, underappreciated as staff, school bonds are confusing, gerrymandering, district lining, we're built to obey. Sounds corny, but yeah. And so, without further ado, let's talk about the elephant in the room that everyone is aware of now. No one really likes going to school, and I think a majority of students can relate to that, especially in the K-12 system, especially in high school, when people realize I don't like school. And so students don't feel like they're listened to. They don't remember half of the shit they learn. They only learn in order to pass quizzes and tests and things like that. You wake up like 7 or 8 in the morning, go and hop on the bus, go to school, you eat your breakfast, and you go to first period, second period, third period, or whatever, and you have lunch, and then it's fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Some school districts have A days and B days, and then if you have extracurricular activities, you're there till like 4 to 5 p.m. school, and then that's almost every day. Especially if you have sports, sometimes you're there, or you have dance. You're there like 5 in the morning, which is ridiculous amount of commitment to school. And most of the times when the students come home and the parents asking them like, hey, like what did you do at school? And it's like, well, I don't know. How do you not know what you did at school? Like literally your taxpayer money is going to the school in the district that you're zoned in this public education system school, and your kid comes home and they're like, well, I don't know what I learned today. What's the point of school then, you know? Like, we're teaching kids, because a majority are not going to remember what they learn in class, by the way. Majority is not going to, they're just going to learn in order to go through the school system, and some of them fall out the cracks, hence the school to prison pipeline. Um, and everything is funded through our state on standardized testing, like, and most of these kids can't even meet the testing. We're behind. If you think about 2020 and how our school system went on computers and Zoom, a lot of students, all grades, are behind. We were already behind on literacy and math and science, but that threshold and that gap has exacerbated, and yeah, people know less math, they know less English, they know less this. We were basically hella behind a lot, and it's insane. Not only that, to add on top of that, the school system doesn't prepare us for real life. And when I mean earlier, it's like they teach us to obey. I'm talking like you have to ask to use the restroom, and then I mean that makes sense in the high school setting, but for it to be like a whole ass ritual, like you have to raise your hand and raise it one at a time, and you have to carry this big ass hall pass. Like it's not that fucking serious. And then it's like, oh well, don't you can't talk back to the teacher because you're disobeying them. There's a difference, I guess, between like talking back to your teacher, but it's actually constructive criticism, because some teachers, instead of listening to you as a student, which comes first, you know, obviously everything you should do it with respect, with dignity, be very demure, be very classy in what you do. But in the education system, a lot of times I've seen teachers not giving a fuck about respecting students' boundaries in the first place, so the students disrespect them. Because most of the times, I've had cases where students were mean to me. Most of the times, 90% of the times, students will be nice to you if you're nice to them and understand where they're coming from. Because I never had a student ever intentionally be mean to me, and if they did, I think of it as something shitty happened to them, and I just sit down and be like, like, you good? Like, you better than this? Like, what's up? What's going on? Like, let's pause, let's stop, let's slow down and give it to me straight. And they're like, sorry, like, this happened and I didn't mean to take it out on you. And so most of the times it's not even towards them. And educators don't, I think more are better now. I see younger generations, like millennials or Gen Z, as teachers, as staff, and as faculties taking up space. And there is that connection that is more, I guess, not casual, because obviously you gotta still keep it professional, but there's more of an understanding as a younger generation of what students have to go through and as a first gen and the financial barriers. But still, the school system, as long we probably have a couple of good teachers here and there in every school district, every school, but it's a systemic oppression against, it's the whole system. It's kind of like a big ass spider web, and it's like, yeah, this part of the spider web may be good, but it's all connected. So that is how the education system is like. I mean, I just woke up this morning. I mean, no, I didn't woke up. It's already like lunch. It's afternoon, but our education system is being attacked at all facets, all levels of our everything. The public system, the K-12 system, the college system. Everybody's getting sued here, sued there. Harvard just won. I saw it this morning when I was TikTok scrolling, but it goes to show you that, like, how fragile our system is and how it's not serving us. And and in a time like this, we need to be educated. And I'm not talking about like, go be book smart and go to Ivy League school and become the first in your family to be awesome. Like, yes, that sounds awesome, but that's not also not tangible. Like, sorry, that's not a negative. That's not what I meant. But what I'm trying to say is, it doesn't take you to be the greatest of all times to want education. A lot of times, some people may feel like, oh, like, I don't need to go to college. Like, I don't need to read a book. I'll just work. It's not just that. To be educated is to be fucking aware and self-aware and society aware of everything that is happening all around you. Because one thing that people keep talking about is like, I want to be out the fucking matrix, or fuck the government, or fuck this, or fuck that, or something about aliens or some shit. And it's like, I want to wake up, and it's like, pick up a damn book. Oh my god, my phone's tilted, I think. But it's like, we're talking about fucking breaking out the matrix and breaking out the box, and how you don't want to be a slave to society and the fucking rat race. And it's like, you don't even want to pick up a book and read. Like, you spark noted and everything. That's why your mindset is spark noted. Like, make it make sense. I mean, it's that easy. But I went on a tangent. But as I was saying, as you can see, education is very important to me. But yeah, the school system, you set on a bell schedule that rings every hour, and then the 5-minute bell schedule, and you can't really question authority because you go to ACL or detention. And so you programmed, in a sense, if that lingo makes sense to you. You programmed from a very young age, for most, it's like decades. It's like a decade or so of almost 2 decades, underneath 2 decades of following authority, bells, and things like that. It is built like a prison system. And so school systems are built to create workers. And so that's why some people, they have a lot of anxiety in asking for a raise and leaving their first job or second job for better management, because they're taught to obey. They're taught to not question authority, and so they enter society with a fixed mindset. which is not bad. It's good to be like to finally be aware that you have a fixed mindset, but it's sad to program and to teach people and students at a very young age that like it's not good to question authority, or that you should just listen, and that if your manager or boss assigns you a task, that you should just do it with no questions asked. Like that's not how society worked or how it was originally built to be. People work together, people question each other, people discourse, collaboration, like that's how the real life works. School systems don't really teach you how open a brokerage account, how you savings account, what are stocks, what's crypto, what's fucking a meme coin, like how to open up like if you have dual citizenship, like how to do that, X, Y, and Z, how to do a business, like what's a LLC, all this stuff, this legal investment, real estate, loopholes. What's legal tax loopholes that people are using that is legal, tax cut breaks, all this stuff. Like you're not teaching people real life experiences, that because they have to teach it themselves when they enter out of high school and XYZ, because as a first gen student or someone who is in the school system that doesn't teach you that, because schools are built differently. Like public school systems are different from charter is different from private is different from people who own a specific school and able to control what they teach. Some people are using AI in their school systems, or teaching, like building their own little school from scratch and teaching what they want to do and hiring people. There's international schools. There's people are putting the kids into like I'm telling you, like the public education system is very different from you putting your kid into like a private school or a school charter. It can be very different, and also it is different in different states and different countries. Depending on how much money you have, you do get a very different education and connections and networks. And so our school system is not built. Our regular school system is not built to make people happy. And so we go throughout our lives being unable to question everything because we were conditioned to do that. And so I think it does create people a mental cage, like a prison system. It creates people who go into the 9 to 5 pipeline, which nothing is wrong with 9 to 5. It's very secure, by the way. But we're not taught people to think freely. Like I I know some people who has not even picked up a book for years or a whole year. Like they picked up their phone, they read articles, they read this, that, they sparkle, they chat GPT, everything for quick and fast information, but they've never sat down with a book and read lately. And most of the decisions that they make in their life are very fast because they're not taught to slow down, they're not taught to read, they're not taught to, okay, everyone knows how to read, obviously. Most people know how to read. I think it's sad if you know how to read and you choose not to read. Um, because we have the privilege, most of us and all of us in America, to be privileged to learn how to read, learn how to write, but we're not taught the power behind education, behind reading banned books, behind what education and being self-aware and how society functions and how humans function can be read through books, through events, through libraries. Libraries become a safe haven for a lot of people in the resources that they have. Libraries have like studio recordings, 3D printing. It's more than just books. They have videos. They have archives, like the historical archives I visit. Documentations from like the 1900s, like OG documents, and it's like we're not taught about all these awesome and cool resources that we have around us, and it's free. The library is free. Do I be collecting library cards like how people be collecting la boo boos out here? So 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 random, but it's true. I mean, you don't teach people the power of education. They just go throughout the rest of their life not questioning society, how the world works, why they're getting scammed, and why they're getting fucked over. Because a lot of times it's that. Like I mean, there's many differences many differences obviously between different tax brackets and people mentality, but one of the differences that I can name, as an educational content creator is education. Like,
Well, I just realized that so my phone stopped midway the video. It didn't even save the video, and then I had deleted some stuff, and then it already recorded to like 15 minutes or like 14 minutes, something like that. It cut off like the ending of my video. So I don't even remember what I said at the end of the video. But as an outro statement, I guess last statements. Pick up a book. It could be any book, nonfiction, fiction. Diversify your reading as you diversify your portfolio. Um, I'm a firm believer that education will, in layman's term, will make you woke as fuck. If you are trying to get out the matrix, X, Y, and Z, kind of more like a limiting belief system, pick up a damn book and finish it from start to finish. Don't spark note it. Don't fucking chat GPT it. Don't AI it. Actually read it. Take a pen, get a hard copy notebook, and go to Barnes and Nobles, whatever books, Goodwill. Or no, I don't know about Goodwill. Half price books. I like half price books or buy used. I like buying used books so I can annotate in it, and so I'm not as guilty as blowing money on books because I'm like it's second hand as I say it with like fucking so many books I haven't read yet. Look at all these books on my table that I need to read. I just got this one a couple of weeks ago, a week or two. I haven't read it. It's adult children of emotionally immature parents, how to heal from distant, rejecting, or self-involved parents. I need to read that. Um, I went to an event with one of my friends by Rick Gillis. Your work does not speak for itself. He is an advocate for getting your worth as a worker. Period. I got him to sign it too, which is so cute. He was selling this book for like $5, and he was like, it probably cost him more to ship these books, but he signed it, and then he put the date, so that was really neat. I wanted the hard copy of this because this book made me crash out in high school. Good old 1984 by George Orwell. Um, I bought this book because the PDF I didn't like the PDF on my computer. I like hard copy books, as I said earlier. Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, and then um, I bought this book because TikTok has influenced me. Um, but yeah, Crime and Punishment. So I obviously need to take one of the Crime and Punishment by for your Dotsvetsky. I don't know. I probably butcher his name, but yeah, then you go to the beach or something or a library. I should sit down with the book and lock in. But oh my god, my nose is running. My allergies has been acting out this whole weekend. But yeah, so pick up a damn book and read it. It's hot. Being a nerd has been in. Don't know when it's in, but it's hot being a nerd. So keep. Why the fuck am I doing that? It's so fucking weird. Anyways, but yeah, um, it was nice. It was nice chatting with y'all. Y'all have a good one. Cheers.